Second down after that short completion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Tries the right with a quick throw. It's caught downfield. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Down he goes, a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive. But pressure coming, and they've got him again.
How about that? The defense does their job on third down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's fourth and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Keeping it on the ground here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the second down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
First down and 10. It's a blitz look here from the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
That sack makes it 3rd down. Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Looking for a deep completion. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but you're so far behind the chains, but you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
USC offense back on the field. The last drive they give up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Powers through the tackle.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Offense operating from the pistol. He's going to hand this off. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this 1st down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. getting set. Second down play here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Empty set now. 5 wide. They look to throw it here on second down. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
And the Trojans looking to cash in this red zone trip. And the single back takes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Throws to the tight end. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackled after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to third down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time. Now it's first and goal.
And the Trojans line it up with first and goal. The offense with some pre-snap motion. First and goal, handoff. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
I'll tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, drops back. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Timeout, Georgia.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Pressure is coming. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. Ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. There's the handoff. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
7, Georgia, 0.
Dogs will kick this away to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That pass is caught. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and I'm sure he's living up to that right now.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Running with purpose. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
The Trojans looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to run it. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. He'll hand it off. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
And the Trojans will line up on 1st and 10. And he's got it again. Breaking tackles.
It's about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got his man in the open field. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for a 1st down and goal.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. His awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
And the Trojans looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Coming up, second down and goal. And the quarterback just sneaks it.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Down and goal for the offense. And the quarterback dropping back. And he's got it. Touchdown, USC. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? The pocket breaking down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Sack on first down. It's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They finally make the stop, but a huge gain. He moves the ball into enemy territory, down at the 49.
First down for the offense.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Snides a quick throw. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, USC 14, Georgia 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Working his way inside the 15. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Past the 50. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a hit. Sets up the offense in great position.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They pick up the 1st down, tackle at the 25.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, keep working that clock and trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Extending the play now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down. Now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
And we're able to get him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, SC. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down, ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
No problem. BAT right down the middle.
Georgia, 0.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to come back in this game, but, man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback drops back. Escapes the pocket. Contact as he threw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And this pass is caught. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's an out route, the catch made. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. That completion makes it 2nd down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Pass is caught. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake throws the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open player.
Looking to throw again. Fires it. He's got it for a big gain. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Now they get set to kick it away. And is fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. USC offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. It really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down play coming up for this offense. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Southern California. Just ran away from the defense.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Quick throw, testing the middle. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
The carry goes to a wide receiver. Gain of 4. Brings up second down.
Getting set. Here's second down. It's the coach's favorite formation, victory formation. Quarterback just takes a knee. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this